Hello, everybody. This is Oski, and today is a huge day in the Fortnite leak community right now. So it all started a few hours ago, about 8 hours ago. Um, Blortzen posted a leak saying that Seaport City will now become Utopia City in Chapter 6, Season 3. And that's not this season because right now it's actually Chapter 6, Mini Season 1. So next season is actually going to be Chapter 6, Season 3. And so we kind of already know what that season is going to look like, and we know quite a bit more. So let's talk about it. All right, so this all started, like I said, when Blortzen posted that leak about Seaport City, but then FNBR Intel responded with an entire detailed bullet list here about the rest of the chapter. And right now I'm on Lulo Fortnite Leaks Twitter, and we're going to be looking at what he posted because this is like more of a consolidated version of all the leaks that have come out over the past few hours. So, in terms of Season 3, what we know, we're going to have a Superhero Academy theme, okay? And so that is probably going to be, Fortnite own original superhero skins. We kind of already seen some of those skins in the surveys recently, and so we kind of already knew this was coming, but this kind of confirms it. Also, be advised that this is not official leaks. These are from an insider source, but sometimes those insider sources could be lying or could be wrong. I don't know. So just take it with a grain of salt, but these probably will happen, I'm assuming. Okay? Anyway, so Superhero Academy theme. Not many seasons ago, just 3 seasons ago, 3.5, I guess if you count this mini season, we had Absolute Doom. So, I don't know. This theme is a little bit overdone at this point. We've already had 2 superhero seasons, both being Marvel, and tons of like superhero updates, stuff like that. But I don't know. If they cook, they cook, Okay, so the second bullet point here, Midas is going to fund the Superhero Academy. I do appreciate that they're keeping Midas in the loop of the story. I think that's good. I do like Midas as a character, and I think, I just appreciate when they keep characters from the previous season and actually give them a purpose in the next season. So I guess that's what he's doing after we defeated Fletcher Kane, etc. Superman Powerup, we kind of already knew about this. It's going to be similar to Godzilla. There's going to be a Fortress of Solitude POI. Unfortunately, it's going to be replacing Masked Meadows, which I am heartbroken to hear because I've landed Masked Meadows so many times in the past 2 seasons here. But anyway, I think that Superman ability is going to be super, super fun. I'm assuming you're going to be able to fly up in the air, use, heat vision, use laser eyes, be strong, I guess. I don't know. Things that Superman can do. Yeah, and a Fortress of Solitude POI is going to be pretty cool. I mean, just visually, it's very interesting. It's like a bunch of crystals. I wonder if there's going to be like a snow biome around that. If it's in Mass Meadows, then no, but unless they add, snow around it, I guess. I don't know. Traditionally, it's in the Arctic, I think. In the Battle Pass, we're going to have a Robin skin. It's about time. People have been waiting for a Robin skin in this game for literally ever since Batman came out, which was all the way in Chapter 1. So it's high time that we get a Robin skin in Fortnite. I wonder what look they're going to go for, if there's going to be variants like Nightwing, etc. I don't know. We'll have to see. Also, Daigo, the mask maker, is going to be the villain, apparently, of the season. And we kind of already got this hinted in that cinematic that we got from doing all the story quests this season and watching that little mini event. And Core, who was in Chapter 2, I don't remember what season, Chapter 2, Season 7 or 8 or something like that, I think. She will also be evil and a villain, I guess. And there's going to be an army of demons. Interesting. We're going to have a female Storm skin in the Battle Pass. It can turn into a Storm Beast. And there was a leaked Storm Claws ability by all the leakers a few hours. Actually, I think that was yesterday. But yeah, so Storm Claws. It's probably going to be another melee item, so get ready for another busted melee item. We're also going to have an Invisibility Portal. That's interesting. The 0 Point Sprite is a new sprite that they're adding. I don't know if this means they're going to remove the water and air sprite. I hope they don't. I honestly just hope they stay throughout the entire chapter. I think they're just adorable and a great addition. So, it's just so clutch to find those guys when you need heals. An end live event. I'm assuming that means I don't know, because that kind of sounds like it would be the end of the chapter, but next season is not going to be the last season. Like, there's going to be a season 4, right? And probably a mini season as well. So that's a little confusing to me. I guess it just means like there's going to be a live event at the end of the season. And so it's probably going to be pretty substantial if it's being included on this short little roadmap here. Utopia City, like I mentioned, it's Seaport City is transforming into Utopia City. I'm actually really excited to see that because I think Seaport City is about time it goes, and I'm excited to see what it turns into. It's kind of like the big city on this map. And the bridge is going to get replaced. I think that means the Shining Span. So we'll have to see what it gets replaced with. I think that's also a good call. Not a lot of people land there. Movement removed. I don't necessarily know what that means. Is that referring to movement items, movement mechanics? Because recently just got the roll landing removed and the wall kicking. So that's a type of movement. Is that what he's talking about? I don't know. If they remove more stuff, I'm going to be really upset. Like if they remove ledge jumps, wall climbing up, I'm going to be pissed, low-key. I don't think they should have ever removed the roll landing or the wall kicks. I think they were fun, and I think if you die to them, that is a skill issue. Okay, and now that's basically all we have for Season 3. So some highlights there. We're going to be getting that Daigo skin we saw in the cinematic as a skin probably in the Battle Pass, I assume. We're definitely getting Robin in the Battle Pass, which is huge, and a bunch of changes to the map. Superhero theme. Look out for a lot of those survey skins we saw in the Battle Pass. Now let's talk about Season 4. Apparently it's going to be a bug invasion. So I think this is going to be similar to Chapter 2, Season 8 with the invasion theme of the aliens. I guess it's just going to be more so like bug aliens, which I think is cool. Honestly, I didn't really play much that season, so I'm happy to get something I can play. That's kind of like that same vibe. And then here's something that's kind of random, and a lot of people have been, claiming that this might not be real because it's kind of out there. And even the leakers that are leaking this say, just consider it a rumor because apparently we're going to be getting a Simpsons season. And I just don't understand how there's enough content from the Simpsons to work in Fortnite for a mini season. I just personally don't think that's something they should do or can do, but apparently they are doing it. And we're going to be getting a Springfield POI. I don't know. In my opinion, that's kind of stupid. I don't like that. I love The Simpsons, to be honest. I just don't know what you do for that. So we'll see. And then way off in the future, we got Chapter 7 leaks, and this is something I'm really hyped for. Season 2 is going to be Norse-themed, which I think is a phenomenal idea for theming. I loved the Magnus Chase books as a kid, which are basically just Norse Percy Jackson, so I'm really excited to see that. And then Dark Presence will be a villain throughout the chapter. So I don't necessarily know what they mean by Dark Presence. We've had many mentions of that, like throughout Fortnite's history, and they're always like something different, sometimes turn into Palpatine. So I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see for that as well. But yeah, so those are some of the leaks. And then over here on the side, some major things that were leaked a few hours ago, but then this was modified by the leaker, and they removed stuff about Star Wars that they said would happen. They said that Reality Warriors were going to be important and that the 7 or one of the 3 big factions might come back. I'm assuming they meant the last Reality, the 7, or the IO. So that's been removed. And there's also no more mention of the Amber Herald, which I don't know what that means. And then they said that Springfield would be the entire map, but now it's just a POI. There's no more mention of Chapter 7, Season 1 being Gala or City Life themed. And there's also no more mention of, like I said, one of the 3 factions returning. So take this all with a grain of salt, but we have some exciting things to look forward to. I am a little upset this all leaked. I would rather have been surprised about some of this stuff. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. Let me know if you're excited, if this hypes you up, or if you wish you didn't watch this video. Hopefully you knew what you're getting into. I'll try to make it obvious with the title and the thumbnail. But anyway, make sure to leave a like and consider subscribing. It's been Oski. Peace out.